purple-wetted husband.
To be my...
Routine. Not but routine's hard. With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you.
I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in here. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Mickey.
Hey everybody, hey. Trying to get in here, trying to get ready. Trying to get everything connected.
This Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy edges.
Trying to make sure everything is connected.
Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better with more cushiony softness. Enjoy.
Okay, we here. And I could hurry up and do this, but we are here. He ain't got no mama. Ooh, come on, Ted. Nope, Ted right. His mama died last year. Ooh, maybe he's trying to get back at Doug. Maybe Doug is a doctor who didn't, who said she was able to have that surgery. Here's Diego. Ooh. And wouldn't. Ooh. Ooh. Now she canceled her stuff. Oh, hell. Here she go. That's right. That's before you married her daddy. He is. Uh-oh. He about to have a stroke. He about to have a stroke. The sense. What are you doing? Well, fool, your hand is numb. You flexing it. You look. I can't feel my hand. You might be having a stroke. What we gotta do with that? Gotta call the people. Okay. Oh, don't y'all just love when Triple H just reminisces on how her life was just so much different before she decided to slide up into somebody else's husband's bed? Yeah, I do too. It's sad. Truly, it's sad. Girl, find you something better to do. How'd you flirt with that lady? Girl, I'm so sick of her. I'm sick of her. This is her social world. You replace her. It's her world. Well, what did you expect? Did you think that you would be Danny? If you take a drink, I'm gonna throw something at you. If you take a drink, I'm gonna throw something at you. Hmm. You. Oh, girl, I was gonna say Danny, but you know what, Chelsea? This works too. I realize my water is over there, so I'm gonna put this up so I can talk my stuff. Okay, we're not gonna play it, but I'm gonna put this up so I can talk my stuff. Triple H is on my last nerve. You steady complaining about how this is Danny's world and Danny this and Danny that. What exactly did you expect? Did you expect all these people to welcome you in with open arms? In the arms of an angel. Did you expect that to happen? I think she expected that to happen. So let me break this down to you one more time because you don't seem to get it. It's not clicking for you. What's not clicking, Steven? What's not clicking? It's not clicking for her that, one more time for the people in the front and the back. You were a mistress. You are the home wrecker. You are the woman who slips in that lady's life and stole her husband. And then you expected to have her life. You may have gotten a husband, you may have gotten a house, but you will never gain those people's respect because you did it so disrespectfully. You did it so grimy. You did it, the way you did it pissed a lot of people off. And you will never get the benefit of that life. The only reason Bill married you is because, well, he was sick of having to be the very best in everybody's eyes. He only has to be the very best in your eyes and at work. But when he was married to Danny, he had to be top tier Dupree material. He doesn't have to do that now. And you sitting up here, I'm pouring my stuff. I know y'all hear it. It's okay. Everybody get hydrated. Everybody get hydrated. You sitting up here complaining about how nobody wants to play pickleball with you. Nobody wants to hang out with you. You're not on the text thread. You're not this. You're not that. Where's Miss Girl about it? Where is the I'm the new wife, so y'all gotta deal with me. I'm the new wife, so y'all just gonna have to accept me. Where's she at? I would be more inclined to be like, okay, if you played that role all the time, but you go from bout it to nobody wants to be my friend to bout it to nobody wants to be my friend. Pick a lane and stay there. Pick a lane and stay there. You sitting up here crying about all this stuff. You ain't got no friends. You either choose that man or you choose having friends. It's up to you. And them people down to that job, they're not your friends. They work for him. They don't work for you. Pure D mess. And then Bill up here about to have a stroke. Diego talking to Vanessa like, you need to, what's going on with you and that old man? And it's just like, Diego, you about to be put on the back burner because she's going to go with Joey and she's going to have a good old time. I'm thinking Joey is trying to get back at the hospital for his mother passing away. Possibly. And then Chelsea is going to walk the runway with the bag. So there's a plus. There's a plus in that. Honestly, I would have been like, Danny walked the runway. But Chelsea walking the runway with her bag is what Danny suggested in the first place. So I'm glad her and Kat talked. It is like, okay, we're going to do that. Ooh. She did, but mind your business. It was a crime spree. Yes. That's right, Danny. Change the world and help yourself. You about to have a stroke. Are you taking the phone from her hand? You lying. Girl, it's not a heart attack, it's a stroke. He lying. He gonna have a stroke. Sir, you was about to have a stroke. Oh my God. Early signs of a stroke. Early signs of a stroke. He not. He's not fine. He about to have a stroke. He not fine. He about to have a stroke. Okay, when they find him on that office. Oh, Naomi, how sweet. How sweet. Now, when they find his ass laying on the floor, I won't hear nothing. Because she tried to help him, and he said, I'm fine. You are not fine. You know what's more stubborn? Trying to get men to go to the doctors. Ooh. Ooh. A closet. Ooh, Diego, she about to say adios to you because she want Joey up in the closet with her. You know you want to go to that closet. I knew she wasn't gonna hold. I knew she wasn't gonna hold out. Where the hell you going? Oh, girl. Now you about to put yourself in danger. Mm. This is messy. Because you didn't have a situation where the big bad wolf was knocked down at your door. I said, oh, Popo gonna be knocking at your door. And your wife is running off to tell her friend that Joey ain't got no mama and he got people scared and running. But you have yet to tell your wife that there's a crazy woman switching up her wigs because she got a wig warehouse where she park a motorcycle and everything else, and she switch up her wigs to come harass every member of your family. You have yet to tell her that, and that she want $50,000 from you, and that she about to ruin your anniversary party. Turtleneck Ted, what you gonna do? But I knew, first of all, I called Joey not having a mama. I called that immediately. I called that him not having a mother. But now that we know the parameters around some of the things or why he's trying to, I think he's trying to get through Doug to get through a boy who was doing the nip tuck on his mama, and then, she passed away and then he took off. Why a woman of her age would be having a nip tuck is beyond me. Why a woman at her age having a nip tuck is beyond me. It is beyond me. But I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get him deep into debt until Doug has no other choice but to sell old boy out by way of going to Ted to try to figure out where he's at. That's what I think is happening. And Nicole going to warn her friend. She about to catch her with Diego. I feel that. That's what I feel. And then this whole what changed your mind, Chelsea? Oh, Triple H told me about you breaking in and doing this and doing that. So now you sitting up here confronting Danny to stop doing stuff, or she wouldn't like what you do. You then do the opposite of what your husband told you to do, and that's to talk to Chelsea and Naomi. You now have set Danny back on your ass. You did that. Well, you and your husband, by way of trying to get Danny to what? Help her? Why would she do that? And no matter what Danny says to any of those people down to that country club or behind the gates, they're not going to get off of her. They're not going to welcome her with open arms. They don't like her. Her best bet is to get a new person comes on the scene and moves into the gates, and she becomes friends with that person. That's the best thing she could do. But now that you have told Chelsea this, Danny back on your ass. But at least Chelsea is taking Danny's advice. In the show, your career, but also promote yourself. I actually like that idea. Uh-oh. Friendless. Oh, girl. Thank you. Somebody finally told her sad ass to go find some new friends. Hallelujah. Maybe she become friends with Nurse Shanice. Girl, she flirting with Andre. I see all of them. Maybe they flirt with it. But all these nurses is flirt with this man. Shanice, girl, what is happening? All these educated, fine, upstanding women lost all total, like everything been wiped from their minds. Everything. Well, we wanted you to return. Now, me personally, I want. I love Daddy. Need a little extra courage now that you're suing your daddy? Uh-huh. Danny. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Because he almost just had one. Don't say that. Because he almost had one. It's because you can't cook. She was excited about joining the club because she thought she was going to be Danny. Because you are their worst nightmare. Girl, how quick did they do it in the closet? I'm confused on how quickly they did it in that closet. Just how. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, ooh, yeah. Now, my thing is, just how quickly did y'all do it in that closet to where she was able to fix all her stuff and Nicole was able to make it down to the country club? I don't think 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Well, one thing we can say about Diego, he is efficient. Now, let's be clear on something, Triple H. One more time for the people in the back, and I hate having to repeat myself, but I feel like I have to repeat myself every single time. Her and Evil Genuine get to talking about the club and living in, the gates and all that stuff. Those people are never going to be friends with you. They're never going to like you. You are calling them snobby bitches, but you are their worst nightmare. I don't get why she doesn't understand that. But then again, one minute she bowed it, and the next, I don't have any friends. Pick a lane and stay there. Because ultimately, you wanted Danny's life. You thought he was going to pluck Danny up out of her life and place you in, and everyone's going to love you, and everyone is going to be your friends, and everybody's going to want to be at your parties, and everyone's going to invite you for tea, or whatever else you thought. You thought you were going to have that, and the one thing you forgot was Danny is a Dupree. The Duprees built Fairmont Crest. They built Papa Granddaddy Dupree, Paul Cheeks. He built that bitch, okay? Blood, sweat, and tears running all throughout here. You were never going to have her life. If you wanted the Dupree life, if you wanted the people to respect you, maybe you should have tried marrying Chelsea. Maybe you should have tried getting pregnant by Martin. Maybe you should have tried being with Andre. I guarantee Andre has I guarantee Andre has a membership to the club. You could have did a slew of other things other than slip sliding into somebody else's life. And since you want to be bad about it all the time, why don't you get bad about it with your husband for kissing on his ex-wife, even though he didn't pull back away from her? She kissed him and he kissed her back, and then he pulled back. Those people are never going to be her friends. I'm sick of them. I'm so sick of them. And then Danny over here, like, you're suing your daddy. At least tell me what he looked like when you like it came to be that you were suing him, and why she say heart attack? Because now Naomi gonna be guarantee that man about to have a heart attack or a stroke. Ooh, what if? Okay, hear me out. What if he ends up heart attack or stroke? He's not able to have sex, and she down there getting trained by Diego because she talked about, I thought I could at least work out. You could work out, but you canceled your situation with Diego. You canceled that. So what if Bill has a heart attack or a stroke, or, you know, he's supposed to not participate in extracurricular activities, and then she starts getting trained by Diego, and Diego starts knocking them walls down? What if that happens? The big what if. And then Vanessa's like, oh my god, I have to tell, give Joey my condolences, only for Nicole to drop that. Ooh, baby, this is messy. Finally, Shanice got herself in order. All them nurses sitting up there flirting with that man. Ooh. Shanice sees it. I think Danny's trying to help her at this point. Settle the hostile work environment case and feed Mike to the wolves. It is. No. What? Have you lost your ever loving mind? It is not y'all battle. You don't have. She is not. I can't stand her. She's evil. That wench is evil. That wench is evil. You who girl? She not a girl's girl either. I need to convince them. You have no you. You don't have anything. You don't have any stake in this company unless he made you sign a prenup. And if he didn't make you sign a prenup, then you know you have obviously a stake. If he go down, then you go down too. Mm-hmm. Aww. Cat and Ted having this cute little moment together. Boy, it's gonna be hell when he break her heart. Not her calling Joey. Well, you know what? I'm glad Shanice finally got it in order because you know she was looking at that man and the camera was on and she lost all sense of da da da. But at least she got it together. Triple H is not a girl's girl, but we knew she wasn't a girl's girl when she decided to slip slide in that lady's bed and take her husband, even though she was treated like one of her own. But the fact that you were trying to convince these women to come back to a job or to take a settlement to where just any little thing they'll get fired for, they could bring the wrong coffee in for today and the people would fire them to be treated like less than nothing. Oh, I should talk to them. Talk to them for what? Talk to them for why? One of those women lost the opportunity to get the paralegal job, and then you got it. And then you got it. Why would they listen to you? She's on my last nerves. I can't. I won't. Y'all not gonna convince me to like her because I just want to help, make sure. No, you just want to make sure your meal ticket is still meal ticketing. I can't put my finger on what it is, like specifically. No, I can't. Specifically with the character of Triple H, the thing I don't like is 1 minute she's about it, and the next minute, I just want friends and I just want to be accepted. Oh, Danny's evil and those two pretty women are unhinged. I just want to be accepted. I don't know why people don't like me. And it's just like, are you okay? Would you benefit from seeing a therapist? Therapy works. Go get you some. Danny telling Naomi, maybe you would like to hand the case off to someone else so you don't have to be into it with your father. Maybe that's something you want to do. Just shows how much she got a plan. She's a sneaky something. I'm telling y'all, I agree. She got a plan. She's a sneaky something. Because what is going on? Unless she got dissociative identity disorder. Because she confuses me. But I think Danny is being a mother. Like, she sees that her daughter is kind of hurting with this decision that she's made. So she's really trying to talk to her, not for Bill's sake, but really just trying to talk to her. It's like, what's going to make you happier? Will it be easier for you? Will it help your relationship with your father? Because that's what you want. to hand off this case. Will that help you? It won't. Because she's still not going to be able to be around his wife. And he's definitely the type to try to force you to be around his wife. He definitely looks like a man who will choose his wife or his new side piece over his children. Kat and Ted talking and just having a good time and just having daddy-daughter time. And he's like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do it when you leave. And she's like, I'm going to get somebody to step into the space. It's just like, that person is going to be evil, which is going to set Kat off. But also, when everything gets revealed, Kat's heart's going to be broken. She's a daddy's girl through and through. She's a daddy's girl through and through. And then Vanessa calling Joey, talking about, I need to come talk. I need you to come talk to me. I need you to speak to me. Nicole, high step it up out of there. High step it up out of there. High step it up out of there before that man gets there. Because then you will be on his radar of people to go after. And we don't have the what? The time. We don't have the time. Yes, Danny is a good mother. If she messes up, she corrects it. She's very crazy talking to him like that, but he might like it. They got a chemistry. He definitely want to knock her walls down. Somebody I can knock it up. I feel like, don't really have any fear in their heart when it comes to talking to people crazy. Let me just be honest. Palm-colored women don't have no fear in their heart when talking to people crazy. Well, now that you know this is happening and there's a voting commercial on for me, don't forget to hit those links in the description box down below, vote.gov.org, to make sure you are registered to vote correctly, that you are registered to vote. If you're not registered to vote, make sure you are, and to look up all your elections and vote in them. The small elections, the medium-sized elections, and the big elections, because it's a trickle-up system, and you are the change you want to see. Uh-oh. Mm. It would. I would chip in $5 to help her too, to raise him from her heart and her soul as well. Well, mm. Mm. Oh, okay. Now Naomi has come to terms that just a little bit of this is about her mama. But I'm glad I'm glad Danny is talking to her like, you don't deserve to lose all of that. But I'm also glad Naomi tells, ooh, absolutely. Mm. Ooh, you're doing too much. Aw, hell. Don't believe that bitch. What? Has she lost her mind? Becky, why did you take your ass down there to meet with her? Look, this him in his suit. What I miss? Nicole, leave. Nicole, go. Kick rocks, Nicole. Don't let him see you, girl. You know. Don't ask the how. She wanna know why you out here shopping for a house for a dead woman. And if he say, I'm shopping because I want to take you out of it, I wanted to get close to you. Becky, you seem to be the one that got the most trouble keeping your mouth shut and the most trouble meeting with people that you was told not to meet with. If Naomi says don't meet with da, why would you meet with da-dum? Why would you meet with da-dum? Why would you do that? We were friends once. Yeah, but you took your friend's job. You didn't call your friend when she got fired because you don't give a damn about these women. You're not a girl's girl. You don't care about these women. You care about the bottom line and the bottom dollar and your materialistic lifestyle. So if you get these women to come back, you still wouldn't speak to them. They still wouldn't be your friends. And you definitely would be the one reporting back to whoever to get them fired. You would definitely do that. Becky, we're gonna put a low tracking system on you to make sure you are where you're supposed to be and you're not where you're not supposed to be. Because too much. Doing too much. Chelsea went down there to see Evil Genuine, and she was like, you sending that lady over there to talk to me and basically threaten me is not the way to get me to come over here and speak to you. But I'm here, so we're gonna see what it gives. And it's just like, oh, how cute. How cute. Now, if he gets invited to the fashion show and to see Chelsea walk one last time, and Triple H pops up, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. It's gonna be hell to pay. It's gonna be hell to pay. It's gonna be hell to pay. But we're gonna see what happens. And then Danny is such a good mother. Danny is such a good mother because she's talking to Naomi like, I'm not convincing you to give up on this because I want you to not take the case. The part of me that wants you to take the case wants you to crush the hell out of him and all that. But the mother in me is like, is this good for you and your father's relationship? Is this good for that little girl inside of you that loved her father? He hung the moon and the stars and he was her everything. Danny is really just trying to, in a not even a roundabout way, just head on trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening, how can I help my child, even if by way of helping, me helping my child will help that man who broke her heart How can I help her? And ultimately, Naomi's whole thing is no other lawyer is going to take this case, which we know they won't because they're all scared Bill. And that little girl within her is just as much as Bill's daughter as she is Danny's. And pieces of her wants to not only help these women because they have a solid case. The case is solid. Solid. Solid as a rock. Okay. But also, you need to get, trying to save you, mama. No. You could have called. Ooh. Team Danny? Ooh. Mm. Ooh, not Chelsea Bear. Mm. That was your mistake. You keep dragging. That's the mistake. You keep dragging Danny. You keep dragging Danny and trying to get them kids on your side. You basically telling them, say, fuck your mama and be the very best to me. It's not going to work. Not the Lulu patient. Vanessa about to fall for it. Ooh. She about to become a mob wife. She already dressed like one, so this works out for Vanessa. No comment. He talking ill of the dead. Ha! Maybe this about to be flames. This is so embarrassing. Oh, baby, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing the hell out of me. Okay, Mr. Dry Waffle Firefighter Man, you are embarrassing me. Uh-oh. Get the camera with you, man, because he over here embarrassing all of us, and I can't take it. I hate when you're crying, God, I hope that it's over when I'm older. Shake it off, my God. Oh, baby, you was embarrassing. Listen, you was embarrassing me. I understand stage fright. Wholeheartedly understand stage fright. But come on. Shake all that loose. Chelsea, I'll say this. Bill so much so wants to have his cake and eat it too. He feels like he can have the life he had with Danny while also still being married to Triple H, and that everybody is going to accept it. And one of the big things that it's just like, I have this life with Danny, but I'm married to the other woman, is his children. And it's just like, you want them to so quickly forget about their mother and just say fuck her and her feelings and what she's gone through. First and foremost, they're women. Secondly, they're their mother's daughters. And thirdly, they love their mother just like they loved you. The only difference is they had to watch years and years of you treating their mother like she was lower than dirt and then professing your love to her. And when I say lower than dirt, I mean you cheating on that lady multiple times over. And because Danny had nothing to say about it, they had nothing to say about it. But then you go and do this, rub it in her face, forcing him to go to your wedding, having Danny arrested, not listening to them when they're telling you that this is how they feel. Instead, you're turning it around and trying to make it seem like Danny told them to do X, Y, and Z. When y'all had that little meeting at her house and she told you, your daughters will come around. They don't hate you. They're just upset with you. Like, Danny has said all these things, and yet, for some reason, Danny is the big bad wolf in your story, when in reality, you hurt her. You broke her heart. You took all... Somebody almost walked away with all my stuff and didn't let me know when they was leaving. Is the epitome of what he did with Danny. I wonder if Ted is going to tell Nicole about that crazy lady. I wonder how this fashion show is going to turn out. And also, Becky, why do you keep meeting with folks and talking to people? You need to gag order on Becky. This whole Joey thing. Sorry, my allergies are messing with me. The whole situation with Joey, I legit can see Vanessa divorcing her husband and becoming a mob wife. I can see it. I can see it. I can see her becoming a mob wife. I should be mad. I should be upset, but I definitely could see her becoming a mob wife, and she's definitely gonna fall for his story. Vanity, vanity is what's keeping me from doing this and doing that. And Derek, I need you to shake it off, my guy. You're just... My name's Derek Baldwin. You need my last name? Because she's super... No, get it together. You came all up in there with your suit on. Whoa. Together. No. He finally pulled himself together. And Andre, this should tell you to leave that lady alone. She's very happy in her stuff. Mm-hmm. It's okay, Becky. Go on ahead and get your stuff, Becky. Run, girl, run. Don't you come back. Don't you pick up a phone for her. Girl, go to hell. Oh, girl. I don't. That would help. That would help. Mm-hmm. Girl, she's in the here. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Stay the hell away. How many times you gotta be told to leave people alone and stop rolling up on people like they in training bras until you understand? She don't get it. She get on my damn nerves. She up to something. She up to something. I don't know what it is yet, but she up to something. She up. She up to something and I don't know what it is. I don't like this. I don't like being confused. I don't like my intelligence being played with. And right now they're doing both. Uh-oh. She keeping him as a client. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Diego about to be upset. Diego's about to be upset. Diego see that hand. He see that hand. Diego gonna be upset, y'all. Let's see what's going on next week. It's the fashion show. Hey, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Uh-oh, what's going to end terribly? Oh my God. I'm confused. Why is Miss Mama Dupree upset, y'all? She talked about she got a fear that this is going to end terribly. Now, I'll tell y'all this. I don't like being confused. I don't like my intelligence being played with. And currently, right now, they doing both. Because I'm still trying to figure out what is the big hoopla and why is she... Cause it can't be that she's trying to help her husband or anything. It can't be that. She up to something. I don't know what it is. Obviously, we knew Vanessa's gonna keep that man as a client, but we obviously know this is about to rub Diego the wrong way because y'all just got done knocking boots in the closet. So that's gonna be an issue, especially because he saw, Joey reach over and put the, here's Vanessa's hand, here's Joey's hand, just feeling all over the hand and rubbing all over it and everything. That's definitely gonna be an issue. Ted obviously has yet to tell Nicole what's going on. So turn on Ted, speed it up. Speed it up. Because we don't have time for her to be left in the dark. Because if she decides to really lose her mind and go, oh, Kill Bill on you, I have no problems with this. I have no problems with this whatsoever. And then, como se dice? Let me think. I'm thinking. Triple H just ruined up. Like, she's about to help ruin this case for Bill. And I'm not sure. But also, I'm glad Danny called him and basically is like, you have made it possible for all of this to happen. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. She took the case, but it's like, if nobody was afraid of you or what you would do to their careers, somebody else would have taken the case and it would have been straight like that. So now it's just like, what are we gonna do with this whole entire situation? I don't know, but we gotta get ready for the next week, which I'll have the lives up and ready to go for y'all to like and to share and tell your people, to tell a friend, to tell an enemy, to tell the op that you've been beefing with since the time y'all was in the hospital nursery together. That I'm live for Beyond the Gates. But this was a good week. They didn't stress me out. They didn't piss me off with having Martin on my screen because he annoys me. He gets on my nerves. But next week is the fashion show, and this lawsuit is ramping up, and then we're gonna see more Eva and Leslie, Dana, Sherry, Anna next week. She obviously got the money, but the problem is is the money marked? Is the money marked? That's something they didn't think about, as in Eva and Leslie, Dana, Sherry, Anna. Is that money marked? Because the moment you start spending it, or the moment you try to put it in a bank account, they're gonna know. He gonna possibly know. And then this whole thing down to the hospital with the nurses and everything is only making Andre fall more into lust with Ashley, but then it also does not help that her boyfriend came down there. So this is crazy, but I enjoyed it. It was a good week. But with that being said, I will be back later on tonight for SmackDown. We will be here live for SmackDown at the regularly scheduled time. Got a nice gap between this and that. Okay, and we're going to be back on the regular scheduled big ass gap between how many lives I do in a day on Monday as well, because Raw is back on its normal time. And then, even though I can't go to WrestleMania, we will be here for a live watch along for the SmackDown, everything for WrestleMania weekend that I could possibly go live for, except for the roast. I don't plan on going live for that. But SmackDown, Hall of Fame, Stand and Deliver, WrestleMania Night 1 and 2, and the Raw after that. And then I'll get a schedule out for y'all. But, we'll be here. But I will see y'all later tonight. I'm happy and I appreciate everybody who came in here, who liked the live, who was communicating with me, who was talking back. We'll be back next week to do this all over again. And with that being said, I hope y'all appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye!